Hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. Not just a Hyperion morning, it's a Friday Hyperion morning. Welcome to it, everybody. Get through the day. It's the weekend. Exciting stuff. Yeah, hopefully you've had a great week, but now we're here. It's Friday, everybody. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate in the best way possible, as I have a hair sticking out of my glasses. Craziness every morning. Good morning, Donna. Good to see you here with us this morning. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining us as we just try and share some smiles and some positivity to get most of your days going the best way we know how, right? Right. So what are we talking about on this day? Well, mentioned it the other day. We were not here to do the show yesterday. That's because Wednesday night we headed out to Walt Disney World for Disney Vacation Club Moonlight Magic out at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So yes, we did a very late night Wednesday night. Was not up too early Thursday morning, so that's why there was no show. But we had a great time out there, and we'll be talking a lot about that coming up on this weekend's episode. A little bit about it later on the show. Today, shameless self-promotion as always, but this week's episode will be all about our experiences out at Moonlight Magic and some other things that Michelle and I also did around the Walt Disney World Resort in another quick, this one was actually less than 24-hour trip out there. So yeah, should be fun to discuss all that. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, we did learn, hey, we're nearing the end of April. It is April 24th, 2026. I think I forgot to mention that earlier. We are nearing the end of April. That means Star Wars month is coming. Yes, May the 4th will be with us here before you know it. And we received a little bit more information on some of the amazing food items. We already received some news on what is coming to Disneyland, but now we received some more on what's coming to Walt Disney World, including Disney's Hollywood Studio. All these beautiful treats here are going to be available for you for May the 4th out at Disney's Hollywood Studios for you to enjoy. And yes, we were wondering about it a little bit earlier, whether these will be available for you at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Well, yes, they will be. The Bantha Sipper and the Salvage Droid Popcorn Bucket will be available for you on May 4th at Disney's Hollywood Studio, as will this amazing Jabba sail barge popcorn bucket, which I think we're going to have to pick up if it's available for us. That is going to be also available at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So if you've been thinking about getting one of these, we're afraid you weren't going to be able to get out to Disneyland to do so. Well, it's also going to be available at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So that was really cool news. Hey, Laquan, good morning. Good to see you here. He says hello to Donna as well. Happy Friday. So yeah, that's really great. We may try and pick up the sail barge. I always say we're not going to get another popcorn bucket. We have enough popcorn buckets, but then Disney does something again. It gets into our pocketbooks by breaking out something else that's amazing, like this popcorn bucket. And we may have to pick this one up. It lights up. It's got characters in it. It's kind of fun. We may have to do it. We'll see if there are any available by the time we get out there. I don't think we're going to be out there for May the 4th this year. We've been out there in the past on May the 4th and had a lot of fun. I don't think we have that in our plans this year, but you never know. We'll see what comes, and maybe they'll have it there afterwards. By the way, a lot of times these popcorn buckets, if you're on Disney Cruise Line, some of these popcorn buckets that you'll see there around the parks are also available there. So if you have a Disney cruise coming up over the next couple months or the next month or so, take a look there. You may be able to find it there even easier than at the parks. So check that out as well. Speaking of Disney Cruise Line, well, we received some amazing Disney Cruise Line news yesterday, especially for those of you on the West Coast. You know, we consider still the West Coast our home, even though we now live in Florida, which is technically our home. I guess now West Coast is our second home, but we do love the West Coast, especially San Diego. And yes, of course, Disney Cruise Line sails out of San Diego, and that will continue because we received news that Disney Cruise Line will be sailing out of San Diego for sure, at least until 2031. They did actually sign a new deal. As a matter of fact, they'll be nearly doubling the amount of sailings out of San Diego until 2031. We already know that they're starting to get two Disney cruise ships. The magic that you see here and the wonder that's been there for many, many years sailing out of there. Well, apparently they're going to be at least or coming at least close to doubling that over the next several years. Sailings to Baja, sailings to the Mexican Riviera. Who knows? Maybe sailings to the West Coast. We will be out there next year, just a little under a year from now, for a West Coast sailing on the Disney Vacation Club member cruise. So we're excited for that. But yeah, lots more opportunities coming up here soon. And of course, it's an amazing spot here in San Diego to catch a Disney cruise. Yes, it's not completely super close to Disneyland, but it's not that far away either. But it is extremely convenient, and there's lots of stuff going on. There's lots of stuff in the area right there around the port. Want me to prove it to you? Well, here are some of the major points on the map where you can find some interesting stuff. I'm going to zoom in on here so you can see this. Yes, the main circle there, that is right where the port is, where Disney Cruise Line takes off. And then you can see on the left side there, one of Mickey's ears, that is the international airport. You could literally, if you want to, walk from the airport, from San Diego International Airport to the port. And then over there on the right, the other Mickey ear, you can see San Diego Zoo's up there. That's Balboa Park. Down below in Mickey's head there is also the Gaslamp Quarter. Lots of great hotels, restaurants. It is an amazing place to catch a Disney cruise. I highly recommend it. And oh man, San Diego's just beautiful anyway. And the weather is perfect and we miss it, but we love it. We love where we live now, but man, we love San Diego. But yeah, that's exciting news. Very, very happy for that. We have one sailing out of San Diego coming up. We'll see if we have more, but that's really, really cool. 2031, several years more. And hopefully it continues well on into the future after that. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, maybe a Disney cruise is on your bucket list. Well, it is National Bucket List Day, mostly talking about trying to do things, of course, to knock things off your bucket list, and things, of course, like travel are on a lot of people's bucket list. That is mostly what this is about. Maybe a Disney cruise out of San Diego is on your bucket list. Great. Awesome. Maybe a Disney cruise anywhere is on your bucket list. They are always on ours. That's for sure. But yeah, today's the day to find those travel ideas that you have that are on your bucket list, the things you want to tick off at some point during your lifetime, and get them, start working towards them. Find ways to book them, find ways to make it work into your schedule to afford it. If you need to save, definitely do so. Great things go ahead. Today's the day to kind of get that moving and make some plans for sure. What else is we talking about on this day? Well, the other day it was just Earth Day. Well, if you're looking to do something for the earth, I can't think of anything better than planting a tree. Today is Arbor Day, which is the day that's basically celebrating planting trees, because trees are so important for our world. One, they're beautiful. They provide shade. They're just phenomenal, but they do so many things to help clean the air, make our world a better place. A lot of times, you can go to your local nursery on Arbor Day and they'll have deals on trees that you can plant. Sometimes some places will actually have free trees that you can plant in your yard. Sometimes cities do that. Sometimes counties do that. Take a look in your area. Planting more trees is extremely, extremely important. We need more trees in this world. We need to take care of our trees. We need to appreciate our trees. National Arbor Day, a day to do that. Yeah, absolutely. What else is today? Well, maybe after you planted a tree, you can do a little fun like skipping. Today is National Skipping Day, basically a day to celebrate the fun and enjoyment and pure exercise that comes from skipping, whether it's skipping rope, whether it's actually skipping. I've skipped through the parks before. Yes, absolutely. Why not? I've skipped around the house before. I've skipped on television before. Yes, that's not really what I'm talking about. We're talking about the actual skipping when you get out and do something fun, because skipping is great. It helps you get some, it's fun when it's fun, but it also is great exercise, burns calories, and just provides joy. Yeah, absolutely. National Skipping Day. Take advantage of that. Skipping rope, skipping around the room, skipping down the street, skipping through the Disney parks, skipping onto a Disney cruise. Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Enjoy on National Skipping Day. And once you've burned those calories, you can add them back on, because today is one of the most wonderful little appetizers, little taste that you're going to get. It is National Pigs in a Blanket Day. And boy, do I love pigs in a blanket. Love it. Love it so much. Yeah, of course, little tiny sausages wrapped in like puff pastry or some sort of other breading pastry. Wonderful. I could eat a ton of them. I could eat a bunch of them. They're phenomenal. Not healthy, but so tasty. So tasty. Interesting thing about pigs in a blanket. There are recipes for them that go back all the way, at least histories of that, to 1901. So they've been with us for a while. There probably were pigs in a blanket before that, but that is kind of at least where we've seen recipes for it. But where it really became popular is when Betty Crocker kind of put it out in the late 1950s, 1957, as a matter of fact, is when Betty Crocker kind of put out the recipe for pigs in a blanket. And that's when the name Pigs in a Blanket really, really took off. So kind of you can credit Betty Crocker for that title. But man, yeah, I want a pigs in a blanket right now. I want one right now. Great for breakfast, great for snacks, great for everything. Again, not healthy, but yummy. For sure. Yummy. Absolutely. Enjoy some on this day. I think I need to make some today. That would be wonderful. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, maybe you're going to enjoy some pigs in a blanket on your birthday. If it is your birthday today, a very happy birthday to you. Again, it is April 24th, 2026. Here are some of the phenomenal people you celebrate your birthday with. We'll start with great actress, performer, Shirley MacLaine. She turns 92 today, born this day in 1934. She's had a 70-year acting career starting way back with her time on Broadway, then moving into, of course, movies and later television shows. She's an Academy Award winner. She's an Emmy Award winner. She's won 6 Golden Globe Awards. Great movies like The Apartment, Around the World in 80 Days, Terms of Endearment, Being There, Steel Magnolias. She's also been on television in many, many series, including she's had appearances in Downton Abbey, Glee, recently, just a few years ago, in Only Murders in the Building. Amazing. She's phenomenal. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to an EGOT winner. Yes, Barbara Streisand. Turns 84 today, born on this day in 1942. Sorry, it's a jumble. Even on a Friday, it's a jumble. Turns 84, born on this day in 1942. As I said, EGOT winner. So many great songs that she's done. Of course, People the Way We Were. She's in so many great movies and also has appeared on the stage. Funny Girl, The Way We Were, A Star Is Born, Yentl. She was actually nominated for directing and producing of Prince of Tides, nominated for Academy Awards. I think she won the Golden Globe for that. Amazing. Anyway, happy birthday to her. She's phenomenal. Happy birthday to great comedian Cedric the Entertainer. He turned 62 today, born on this day in 1964. Of course, going back, doing comedy to Def Comedy Jam. He was one of the original kings of comedy, made appearances on television, on the Steve Harvey Show, in movies, in films like The Barber Shop. He's also lent his voice to many animated films, including Ice Age, Madagascar, the Planes series as well. And he also stars now in the series The Neighborhood on television. You can see him there. He's really, really funny. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to another great singer, television star. Kelly Clarkson turns 44 today, born on this day in 1982. Of course, the very first winner of American Idol, has gone on to a great, great singing career. Songs like Since You've Been Gone, Stronger, of course, Because of You. She's a 3-time Grammy winner. She's been a coach on The Voice. And yes, of course, now she is also the host of the Kelly Clarkson Show, very, very popular daytime talk show as well. And yes, she will be lending her voice to Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets when that opens up next month. Yes, she's going to be featured on with the Electric Mayhem and Walking on Sunshine, one of the songs you might be able to hear while you're on that attraction. Amazing. Happy birthday to her. Finally, last but definitely not least, happy birthday to Jordan Fisher. He turns 32 today, born this day in 1994. He's got many, many Disney ties. Goes back to spending some time on the show Liv and Maddie on the Disney Channel. He's also been on Broadway, of course. He's had roles in Hamilton, Sweeney Todd, Hadestown. He was also the winner of the 25th season of Dancing with the Stars. That's right. Yes. And yes, you've been there for our nighttime spectaculars at Magic Kingdom. Well, he is one of the voices of the song Happily Ever After, which is near and dear to our hearts. As a matter of fact, we were there. We've told this story before, but just in case you've never heard it. So we were there within the first, I don't know, it was 3 or 4 nights that Happily Ever After debuted at Magic Kingdom. Just happened to be when we had a vacation timed out. I mean, we booked a dessert party to go see Happily Ever After. When I got our desserts, went to our spot. We noticed that there were some television cameras around. Like, great, okay, so Happily Ever After just debuted. They're kind of capturing it for prosperity, whatever. Saw the show, amazing. Happily Ever After, still our favorite, at least Walt Disney World nighttime spectacular of all time. Saw the show. We're getting ready to pack up and head out, and they're like, wait a minute, before we go. Now, to perform Happily Ever After is Jordan Fisher and also the voice that goes along with him, Angie Kielhauer, to do it. And they went out and performed it in front of us all. It was amazing and something we will never, ever forget. Incredible night. So anyway, yeah, what a lucky experience. We had no idea. It was really, really cool. Anyway, happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Celebrate it's Friday. Definitely have some fun all weekend long. Shameless self-promotion time. Yes, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the show. And yes, we were out for Disney Vacation Club Moonlight Magic out of Disney's Hollywood Studios just on Wednesday night. We had such an amazing time. We had some wonderful friends with us. Pat from the Conversations podcast and his daughter Emily. We shared some good times out there, met some characters. We had a special viewing of Fantasmic out there. Just a great time. Rode Rise of the Resistance with very little weight. As a matter of fact, barely no weight. Just a fun evening. And we'll be talking a lot about that on this week's episode coming up on Sunday. And we also went out and hit a little Flower and Garden Festival as well yesterday. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So that's coming up this weekend. And hopefully you will listen to that, download and listen to that at your convenience, because it was a lot of fun. And still, if you haven't listened to it yet, we of course have our episode where we recap our Run Disney race weekend from the previous weekend as well. Also with Pat and Emily out there. So yeah, lots of fun. All right, going to get out of here, get my Friday started. Everybody have an amazing day. It's Friday. Have some fun today. Get ready for another amazing weekend. And as I like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. I will be back with you Monday morning, taking the weekend off. Monday morning, 6:30 a.m.-ish to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on Monday, everybody. Bye.